This is Triple R Financial. Kindly follow me on all social media platforms by searching triple_R_financial. Being poor means you make less money than your necessities. There is only one step to become rich and financially free. This step is knowing your financial value as an employee. In this video, I am going to debunk the myth that the majority of financially poor people mismanage their money. Rich people have many stereotypes of the poor. As stated before, being poor means you make less money than your necessities and cannot save. You can never save if you are in this situation. The only way to become rich is to generate more revenue. One of the many stereotypes that rich people have about the poor is poor people make more money than their necessities and spend their money elsewhere. One of the other stereotypes that rich have about the poor is poor people spend their non-disposable revenue on non-necessities. As a result, poor people either put themselves into debt for their necessities or do without their basic necessities. Those two stereotypes are interrelated. One example that rich people use are professional athletes. As of the creation of the video, there are approximately 8.2 billion people in the world. The percentage of the population that are currently professional athletes are extremely low, estimates suggesting that less than 0.0001%. For example, only 0.0025% of the global population are estimated to be elite athletes ranked among the top 300 in the world, and an even smaller fraction, about 0.00006%, are considered world-class athletes within the top 20 rankings. Elite athletes, defined as those in the top 300 world rankings, make up an estimated 0.0025% of the global population, while world-class athletes in the top 20 are estimated at just 0.00006%. In the United States, college athletes can be paid like professional athletes. The odds of a high school athlete becoming a professional are also very low as well. For NCAA athletes, the chances of going professional in their sport are less than 2%. In the United States, the workforce of athletes and sports competitors was 35,213 people in 2023. While it is difficult to get a precise global percentage from this, it illustrates the small number of people in professional sports careers compared to the overall population. The reason why I bring this up is you cannot compare a small percentage of the population with the entire population. I currently live under the United States flag. I love it when people like Dave Ramsey bring up professional athletes going broke after generating large amounts of revenue, then insinuating that the majority of poor do the same thing. Most poor people will never, ever generate millions of dollars a year. Most poor people have a hard time paying their rent or mortgage, let alone worry about using their non-disposable income on a luxury car or a fancy Rolex. Most poor people won't like me for saying this. Most people will never, ever be rich. 99.9999999% of the population will never be a millionaire, let alone a billionaire. If you are poor because you mismanage your money, stop. As an adult, it is your responsibility to provide food, shelter, and clothing for yourself. Those are your main priorities as an adult. First world problems, as I call it. You buy food, shelter, and clothing. I have lived in several states in North America. Most people do not grow their food or raise livestock. If you are poor because you make less money than your necessities, you need to find ways to generate more money. In future videos, I will give poor people ideas on how to increase your revenue in the same amount of time. I can tell you from first-hand experience, once I became rich, my first priority was paying off the little debt I had and focus on. Kindly like this video in whichever platform this appears on. Also subscribe and agree to get all notification on all social media platforms. As always, know your financial value as an employee. Increase your value every work day. Have a great day and a great year.